Our ship modeler is specialized in fine handcrafted ship models and custom builds. You can find us on Facebook at Handcrafted Wooden Historic Ship Models.
Hello and welcome to another video from Double Ship Modeler. My name is John and this is the 7th update of my San Juan Nepomuceno. As you watch my other videos, you know that I'm currently building the Sea King from Adam Shackler. It's an order from Australia for a customer. I have to interrupt shortly this build because since I believe now 2 weeks I'm waiting for materials to make the fiberglass hull and it's still not arrived. So I have used the time and worked on my San Juan Nepomuceno. And as you can see, I installed the canyons and start fitting out some stuff inside the boat. I will throw in some pictures later. Anyway, to make it a little bit more interesting, this video, I made some shorter videos how I painted the canyons. And as you know me, I do not like these very shiny things so that it looks like a piece of furniture. I like it all dusty and rusty. The most important, I like it rusty. So that gives me personal the impression to that this ship or this model is alive and not I cannot imagine that in the ancient times they use clear gloss varnish to make their boats shiny and okay, that's not my thing. Anyway, I like other models. They are shiny because they are so clean built, but for me personal, it's this. Only use matte varnish and I always like to do it. I like to weather my models. Okay, let us take a look how I painted the canyons. Okay, so first step in the construction of the cannons. I have to build a jig for these carriages, and I made the jig from plastic so that the wood parts will not stick on the jig. But anyway, after each construction of a carriage, you have to clean it up because the tolerances of these small parts are so small. Even a half millimeter is already too much. So after each construction or each use, clean it up and then build the next part. I'm always using for wood parts, I'm not always, but as most as I can do, using wood glue for wood parts. The reason is it's much easier to handle and to clean up than CA glue, and if you apply the right amount on wood parts, it will dry fast enough. You can see in this real-time video that it takes only minutes that I remove the parts from the jig, maybe 2 or 3 minutes, and it's already hardened enough so that I can handle the Okay, and there it is already the complete carriage, and you can see everything is nice and squared up, and the good thing on this is I can repeat this process over and over again. It will be always the same. Okay, step number 2, what to do? Now we see the complete assembled cannon with the carriage, with the tube and the axles and the wheels. And what you may do not see on the in the video is that I put a little strap on the top of the hinge of the cannon tube, and so it still can be moved. And for me that was very important, so that I can just adjust the height where it how it come out of the holes on the side, so that I have later on I have a complete line. You will see this later on in this video, because I made a picture of this, that the cannons are very good aligned. Let me say good to very good aligned. Okay, step number 3 is how to bring back the wood alive from the carriage. And as you know me, I'm always using MIG earth wash, and this is really a nice wash that gives back the grain of the wood what you applied. If you do not seal the wood, that's very important. And almost all of my models, and in this case almost all of the wood are covered with this MIG earth wash. Okay, so next step, what to do? To bring a little bit color in this cannon, that it does not look so one-sided and only wood, I decided to make a little bit, to put a little bit of color on this build. And I painted the tip of the cannon tubes, I painted in a red wash, and I used for this flat red XF7 from Tamiya. And as always, I'm using Tamiya acrylic paints. I diluted them with glass cleaner, and that's the best thing what you can use if you use a brush and Tamiya acrylic paints. So next step in painting is what we are doing is to paint the parts made from iron, and in this case that was the little strap above the hinge of the cannon tube. The outer rim, what I believe is an iron ring, cover up the wood wheel and also the wheel hubs. So in this case I used dark iron XF84 from Tamiya, and again I have to dilute all the colors with glass cleaner so that you can apply it with a brush. It's very important because all the Tamiya acrylic paints are alcohol based, and if you open the bottle the alcohol will evaporate very fast, so you have to dilute them with some alcohol based stuff, so that you can brush it on for a longer term. You can see that it would take a little time. If the parts are going smaller, you have to paint. It will take a little bit more time. But if you invest this time to make these little things, the effect, what it gives you in the end of the completed model, will be much better than you do not attend these steps. So, next thing what is to ready that I want to do the cannon job. And you know that I have painted in gunmetal extent, and it's very shiny, and as we know these old cannons are casted and they'll never be shiny. So in this case I use the black chalk and give it a little bit of surface rust. I mixed the dark brown and the orange up to the point I liked the outcome of the color. That was the color I imagined that they did. Okay, so far that's already it about the cannons, and I'm catching myself always say canyons. That's maybe because I'm using daily the Filipino language, and we are saying canyons in the Philippines. Whatever, in English it's a cannon, or whatever do you pronounce it. I hope it was a little bit entertaining how I painted and constructed the cannons. And the reason why I did this video was Friends and also viewers ask me sometimes how I paint my models, and I'm replying to them very easy. I use color. Okay, beside this joke, um, you see that it is sometimes very labor intensive and time consuming to make certain parts and to paint them, and so that you get an idea what it is, what it takes to make a model like this. Anyway, so beside the cannons, I did also some other parts, and if you remember the part 6, I was complaining about the lifeboat or the jig or whatever you call this little small thing, and I did a lot of labor. I put a lot of labor in this to make it work. Basically, I cut a lot of parts, that's including the rudder. I made a new one and planked it. That was the most important thing. So I planked the whole metal cast boat, and now it looks, let me say, acceptable. Anyway, beside this, I throwing in some pictures now, so that you can see the cannons in the lower gun deck. What I'm still not satisfied is the rigging of the cannons. The picture I put in now is a picture of the Batavia, I think, and thank you to my friend Lino, who sent me a lot of pictures from this original model, one-to-one model, let me say model, and I take this as the original part. If you watch my picture cannons, you will see that I'm doing the rigging like most of the modelists are doing, but I'm still not satisfied with this. So I still do not know how I want to rig the cannons. For this, it would be nice if I have a pulley system, so I need blocks, and the blocks has to be around 2 millimeters. And maybe somebody has an idea where I can buy 2 millimeter blocks. I can do up to 3 millimeter blocks by hand and from board. I did it already. I made a 2 millimeter block from plastic, but together with the hook, it's already 3.5 millimeters, and it's still too large, so it does not work. So I'm still thinking what I can do about the uh, rigging of the cannons. Anyway, so far that's already it again. The next videos that are coming, I will finish the seeking, and I hope that I will get the materials at least within this week, so that I can finish the fiberglass work on this. And after, not after, but between the seeking, I will do one more unboxing of a ship. There are still 3 more to go. So stay tuned and watch out for new videos. Anyway, so far that's already it again, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I wish you have a great day and enjoy your hobby.
Thank you very much for watching this video. Please make sure to subscribe to this channel. That way you get immediate update for our new videos that we are going to post every week.